You know, I would really like to know what Alexis thought she was going to accomplish by going to Sonny's house. Like, you knew by going to Sonny, asking for his help, you knew what that help would entitle. You know, not entitle, excuse me, what that help would entail. Like, she knew what that going to Sonny would mean. You knew whatever he did would be illegal. Like, she knew that. So why go to him and pick up the phone at the same time and try to call the police? That doesn't make no damn sense. It was rather stupid. Like, she knows Sonny. She's known this man for years. You know, by going to him, that means he's going to do something illegal to get the results that you both want. You know what I mean? It's like, so why go to him if that's not the course of action you really wanted to take? So you shouldn't have went to him. You should have initially called the PCPD. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should have been your first thought if that's really what you wanted to do. But no, your first thought was to go to Sonny. You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame Sonny for not telling her nothing. Like, she's sitting there asking him, oh, what do you plan to do? I agree with Sonny. None of your business. I would have said the exact same thing. None of your business. Like, for many reasons, there's many reasons why Sonny would not tell Alexis the details of what he plans on doing. Number one, because it's illegal. Two, because he wants her to have complete deniability of said illegal thing that he plans on doing. Three, she's an officer of the court. Anything she hears that's illegal that he plans on doing, she would be duty bound to tell the cops. Also, she's not his lawyer. So therefore, there's no attorney-client privilege. So if he told her anything, she would be free and clear to run her mouth. You know what I'm saying? So there's a host of reasons why he didn't want to tell her the details. Now she got to sit there and bring Carly into it. Mind you, Carly's not even there, so why even bring her up? She's sitting there talking about, well, because Carly would look the other way. What that got to do with anything? Christina's not Carly's child. Number one. Number two, that's her husband. Three, Carly ain't no damn lawyer, so she's not duty bound to say a damn thing. She obviously by law, she can't, whatever Sonny does, she legally they can't force her to testify against him if he does something illegal. So why wouldn't Carly look the other way when Sonny does something illegal? She knew what she was doing when she married Sonny, so she knew that the mob life came with that. Hell, this ain't her first time marrying that man or being married to him. So of course she looks the other way on certain illegal things that he does, because that's the man that she married. It comes with the territory. That's a package deal. She knew that when she married him. That's why she looks the other way. You are a whole different beast. That's a whole different thing. You're not Sonny's wife. You're not even his lawyer. You're just his baby mama. So anything he says to you, you can go free will and run your mouth on. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand why Sonny wouldn't tell her the gory details of what he wants to do. You know, who would? You know what I mean? But Sonny knows that he has to keep Shiloh breathing. See, I agree with a lot of people where they say, like, the stuff that they do with the mob on this show is not realistic. Trust me, because it's not. I would say probably 80% of what they do in the show regarding the mob is not realistic mob shit. Because if you had in real life, if you had a guy like Shiloh messing with, you know, like the Gambino crime family, you know, anybody's kid, John Gotti, whoever, you know, you got some guy like that messing with their kid, he would have been dead months ago. No question. He would have been disappeared. No question. But see, with people like Sonny and Jason, they rather handle it a different way. You know what I mean? Like, try to find another way. But in the mob, there is no other way. The only way, making his ass disappear. That's your only other option. But of course, Sonny wants to protect Christina's feelings or whatever. I don't know why. I mean, shit, just get rid of the guy and call it a day. That's what I would do. I mean, if I'm in that lifestyle and somebody's messing with mine, it's like, you just got to do what you got to do. Just be smart enough to cover your tracks and not get caught. And it was so funny because Alexis doesn't like the way Sonny wants to handle things, but I agree with Sonny when he asked her, do you have a plan? She said no. I said, exactly, so shut the hell up. See, I hate when people do that. Shit all over somebody else's plan or ideas, but yet you don't have anything to counteract that. You don't have something else better. Like, what is Alexis going to do? She already tried talking to Christina. That obviously isn't going to work. It never does. So if you don't have another plan, let Sonny try it his way. Whatever way that is. Because this whole thing is messy and it's going to keep getting messy. So anyway, of course, Jason gets arrested yet again. That stupid waitress at Kelly sitting there talking about, oh, Shiloh was attacked for no reason. But yet when Chase was asking her questions about the attack, she couldn't give no answers because she didn't actually see the attack. So how do you know it was for no reason if you didn't see or hear anything? How would you know he was attacked for no reason? Then she's sitting there talking about, oh, Shiloh should go to the hospital. He should go to the hospital. For what? He breathing. Shit, he ain't got no broken bones. What are you going to the hospital for? Ain't nothing wrong with him. I agree with Jason on that. When Jason rolled his eyes, I said the exact same thing. I'm like, what is he going to the hospital for? All he did was yoke his ass up and choke him. That's all he did. You ain't got no problem with your breathing. You still talking. Shit, clearly you fine. It's so stupid. This whole thing is dumb at this point. So basically, Jason gets arrested thanks to Jordan. I'm like, I don't even know why. I understand that's their job, but at the same time, because technically that was assault and battery, I get it. But I don't know why the PCPD continues to waste their time arresting Jason. You already know Diane gonna get him off. Like, he's probably not gonna spend the night in that jail, so even if he does spend the night there, he'll be out by morning. So I don't know why you wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? Wasting time, taxpayers' money, when you know he's about to be released. Like, why keep wasting your time? So, anyway, Sam is just getting further and further into this, trying to maintain her little stupid cover. This whole thing is just dumb to me. I'm like, why are y'all wasting y'all time going undercover to try to get what? I don't get it, because what is the end to this? Like, what is her plan? Sam, to me, doesn't seem like she has a plan. What is your plan? How do you plan on shutting down DOD? You get into DOD, you get into Shiloh's good graces, and then what? What's the plan? You're going to scour the house looking for whatever information you can? Like, what is the goal here? This is what I'm most confused about. What is her plan? Because to me, she didn't seem to have a solid plan. Her initial plan was just to go in there and infiltrate the DOD. But she didn't give much detail as to what does that entail. Like, what do you plan on doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I don't know. This whole thing is just pretty dumb to me. I don't get the shit. So anyway, moving on from that, we get on to this damn party for Dante. This welcome home party. So everybody practically there. Olivia, Ned, Leo. Well, I don't think Leo was there. Rocco. Everybody pretty much was there. Jordan, Curtis, Maxie. Lulu, of course, was being all up in Maxie business because she was texting Peter or whatever. And she's sitting there asking Maxie, oh, what's going on with you and Peter? First of all, I understand Lulu and Maxie are friends. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my friends do the same thing. Like, we be all up in each other's personal business. Because we're friends. That's what we do. But at the same time, you can't really... see, this is what I don't ask my friends. I don't ask them questions about their relationship if there is really no relationship. You know what I'm saying? And basically, Maxie is not really in a relationship with Peter. It's more like a situationship. You know what I'm saying? Because they still haven't really figured out or defined what they are. So, in my opinion, that's why Maxie can't really give her a solid answer. Because you can't answer something that you yourself don't know the actual answer to. You know what I mean? Like, can't tell somebody something you don't really know. And they haven't really defined their relationship. I love how Maxie noticed that Dante was acting strange, or he wasn't just all the way there. Like, physically, he's there, but mentally, you can see, emotionally, mentally, he's checked out. You can see Dante's not himself. Like, even Maxie noticed that. See, that's why I love Maxie, because she's very intuitive. Like, she notices little shit. I don't even think Olivia paid much attention to how different Dante is, or Michael for that matter. Like, I don't really think they noticed, but Maxie definitely noticed. Like, Dante was very strange. He was very off. Not strange, but you can tell that he's off. The man went through a traumatic experience. I mean, it's no wonder, it's expected. But I like the party that they threw for him. Michael was pretty much bringing him up to date on his cult bullshit. So I love the scenes between him and Olivia. This is the scene I was waiting for him and Olivia. I always loved their scenes together. How Dante acknowledges her as a great mother and, appreciates all the sacrifices she made for him and stuff like that. Ned was there, of course, to be a sounding board, to be a true stepdaddy. It was good that Laura was there. I agree with Laura. Ned does have a lot of Edward qualities in him. You do see a lot of Edward when you see Ned, which I love. The spirit of Edward is still in Ned. But after everybody left and Lulu was bringing Rocco upstairs to take him to bed, Dante was still having those memories of he has to complete the mission. He feels like he has to shoot Lulu or whatever the case may be. And he just flipped the table over. Like he just, boom, flipped it over. What shocked me was when he flipped that table over, I'm like, so Lulu didn't hear the table being flipped? She didn't know? She didn't notice? Nothing? They just went to bed? And when she went into the bedroom, she saw the lash marks, the whipping marks on his back, on Dante's back. Dante has a long road ahead of him for recovery. He definitely needs to see a shrink. I have to agree with a lot of people that Dr. Byrne, old Byrne, whatever, Neil, Alexis's therapist, with the crazy that's going on in Port Charles, he's definitely going to be booked and busy, dealing with a lot of these people and their issues. So anyway, moving on from that, Peter was getting on my nerves the most in this episode. I have to say it. Peter was pissing me off due to the fact that I have to agree with Anna. So he can forgive people like Valentine for handing him over to his crazy ass daddy. You can forgive people like Obrecht who tortured you and wanted you dead. You can forgive all these people, but you can't forgive her for something that she did over 40 years ago. You can't forgive her for that? Like, really? I understood where he was coming from, where he said that when she looks at Griffin, she sees Duke, the love of her life. But when she looks at Peter, she sees a man that she hated, which is his father, Faison. I get that. I totally get that. And he's probably right. And even she admitted it. Yeah, that's true. But, she was a young girl when she gave birth to him, allegedly. Because I still think Alex is his mother. But she was a young girl when she gave birth to him. She was new to the WSB. She was a rookie. She was very young, naive, didn't know what she was doing. This was way before Robert and Robin and stuff like that. So, she wasn't prepared to have no child at that time in her life. And for him to sit there and be like, oh, Anna Devane, you're a woman of steel. You have nerves of steel. You weren't helpless or whatever. How could you tell her how she felt 40 years ago? When you were just a baby when she had you. You know what I'm saying? How would you know how she felt all those years ago? He sees Anna as somebody who's rock solid, who never gets emotional. Obviously, she doesn't have nerves of steel because when he walked up on her, she was sitting there crying over a letter that Griffin wrote her. So clearly, she doesn't have nerves of steel. When Anna is, stone faced sometimes and she's, rock solid, that's a facade. A lot of it is a facade. You know what I mean? She's human. Anna is human. She gets vulnerable, emotional, just like everybody else do. It's called being a human being. So for him to even think such things about her, clearly you don't know her like you should know her. He keep talking about, every time I try to get to know you. But you never really tried to get to know her. If you really wanted to get to know her, you would have invited her to dinner, maybe show up at her place, have a sit down with her. You do none of those things. So how could you possibly get to know her and really know her true self? You know what I'm saying? You just have these little things implanted in your mind of how you think she is, but you don't really know how she is. You know what I'm saying? So that whole woe is me bullshit that he's putting up is really annoying. Like, if you don't want her to be your mom, then stay away from her. Don't approach her. Don't interact with her. You know what I mean? Because he's acting like a little brat at this point, and it's rather annoying. Like, grow the hell up. You know, that's what he need to do. I understand him being upset about certain things, but you need to know the facts before you speak on them as if they are facts when you really don't know the true story. You don't know how she felt all those years ago. She was a young girl when she had you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what her emotions were back then. You know what I mean? Like, you really don't. Like I said, the writers, I feel like they dropped the ball. Griffin should have been her child. It made more sense. They were way more, they bond, their bond was way better. The chemistry, hell, he looks like he could be her child. He looks like he could be Robin's brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the route they should have went with that. But overall, I like this episode. It was a pretty cool episode, though. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.